We built our rec room. Up here we got a pool table, a couple nice couches. You can actually choose the material that you want to use to make some furniture. So, for example, if you have a group of psychopaths or cannibals, you can have them make the furniture out of human skin, which I've always wanted to do. Maybe we'll try a psychopath cannibal run sometime. We got Philly making the blunts. That seems only fitting. Got 7 joints. Set up our drug policy and basically told our guys that they can only use drugs when they're upset, which seems doesn't seem as good as just doesn't seem as good as just being able to use them whenever you want. You know, only using drugs when you're sad is probably not the best way to go about it. We did put a heater in here, try to keep our temps up at night. Right now it's only 51. By default, the heater is set to 70 degrees. See, this room in here is 64. This next one is 64. And then right in here, it says it's 66, 68, 66, 65. So it sort of spreads the heat across the bedrooms here because we have these vents. Probably take the vent out of this room because we don't care if the prisoner room is properly ventilated or not. You know, we don't give a shit. Let's see. What's going on with Smith? He's in pain and shock. He's got scratched on the torso. We had a crazy muffalo break into our base that kind of did some damage. We had to basically have all of our guys gang stomp that muffalo. Still growing some smokeleaf, got some cotton, potatoes, and corn, and we planted some heel root, which is almost fully grown, which is nice. We could use the medicine. We've had a lot of incidents here lately. Once we get some heel root, we'll adjust the medicine choices for our dudes down to just use herbal medicine so we can save the good stuff later. We had been trying to get Ayaka to tame a rat because her skill wasn't high enough to train our wolf. Here she is right here. Only a 19% chance to actually tame the rat, so she couldn't even get that done. I'm sure she's hungry and wants to do other shit now, so she's gonna head back to the base. Try again later. Maybe, hopefully we can find a rat or some smaller animal that's closer to the base. I don't even think she could train a raccoon. Last time we tried to do that. We only need to get her up one more level on animals. She's at 5 right now, and when she gets to 6, she can tame Kimmy, the wild native that's just roaming around our base. Let's see. So what I think we want to do, we're building up. Let's see, building up our steel resources, our research on gunsmithing. We could probably build a machining table in here. Building weapons. Once gunsmithing is up, then we can just build another rifle. So I think we have a guy. We have someone whose crafting is high enough that they could probably make a decent gun. Yeah, Pierce is at 10. Bond now. Just Pierce. Check out our clothing bills. Pierce still has some clothing to make. Is that Pierce? Smith the gardener. Who's Smith? Oh, this is the person we saved. This is the refugee that we rescued. Hoping that she heals up and decides to join. That's right, because shooting was 6. Female space refugee. Let's see. Guest. Social. Just a guest. I don't know if we can imprison her. could strip her naked, take her clothes. That seemed very nice. Kick up the speed just a little bit. I think we got plenty of food here right now. I want to get these skeletons out of here. That's just going to bother me, so I'm going to uncheck corpses in the stockpile. And they should take them out of here. Get the other one out. There you go. Back to corpses. Animal corpses. They actually list all the different animals here. If you want to specify which specific corpses you want in there. I am going to check it back now. By default, corpses only means fresh. Wait, don't put them back. Are you going to put them back? Oh. We have to check the X on them. That's what we have to do. You have to make them red again. Get out of there. Gonna put them in the dumping zone. Alright. Disallow. Disallow. There we go. Now let's turn animals back on. Now they won't touch those guys. Caravan request. Gonna ignore that right now. We will get to caravans. Maybe at the end of the series. End of the series, my friends. Alright, we need to figure out what we want to do. We got plenty of smokeleaf in here. Ayaka's asleep. Probably still have a lot of stone blocks to make. Looks like someone's been... There's granite blocks. Plate blocks. Still got a lot left there to make. And clothes. Who's our tailor? Pierce. Pierce is gonna rest. He's injured. Got hurt by that muffalo. Let's see. Sleeping over there. Take the speed up another notch. Now, we've set handling to 1. So now our research is basically going to be still there until Ayaka tames that rat. Smith is no longer incapable of walking. Now, I think it's like a random roll. Whether or not they decide to join. Who needs treatment? Pierce. Still injured. Just a bruise. He's fine. Okay, now that we have some heal root here, what I want to do is go through all of our colonists, click health, and then I'm going to select the herbal medicine or worse. That way, if they get like a bruise or a scratch or something, they can use the herbal medicine to heal them. If someone gets really badly injured, like they get shot, then we'll come in here and we'll bump the medicine up a notch to make sure that they get the good stuff. But we want to try to save that. We don't want them to use the good stuff for minor injuries. So I'm just going to go through all of our guys. And I like to kick the medicine down to herbal. Our doctor is good enough so that she can get a lot done with that herbal medicine. No one's playing with the pool table yet. Double check our zones. Expand allowed area. Home zone, that's covered. Inside, that's covered. Animals, go in there. Okay. Turtle. Ayaka's still gonna go try to tame that rat, which is far away. Rat. I don't want it to hunt or tame. Can you tame the turtle? You need a level 6 to tame the turtle. Bitch. Alright. Tame the rat, then. I guess a 20% chance isn't really too bad. It sounds low. I bet her skill is going up as she tries to tame it, too, which is good. Look. Yes, it is. So just by trying to tame the rat, her skill's going up, which is fine. Lots more smokeleaf. Probably have planted a smaller patch. Got some medicine made now. How's Smith doing? Almost fully healed. Maybe she'll give us a gift. Gold or something. As I mentioned before, two of the next major resources we're going to look to get are gold and plasteel. We kind of need them to build some important items. Smith is fully healed. Looks like she's just leaving. So this is, you know, she'll either decide to join your colony, or when she's healed, she'll just leave. No, thank you. No, thank you. Gunsmithing research is finished. Oh no, because of a lack of taming maintenance, she was returned to the wild. Alright, what happened here? Cold snap. Alright, so this is the opposite of the heat wave. It's just going to get really cold. We don't have any parkas or anything like that, so our guys can, guys are going to get cold. There's Shu. Now it's just a wild Arctic wolf. That is a real pain. They gave us a wolf to start with, but not someone who has enough skill to keep them tame. So, that's kind of a bummer. I think we needed an 8 to train the wolf, which we're still sort of a ways off, so that's not going to happen. Cold snap. I think most of our crops are going to die in the cold. Some are more resilient to the temperatures than others, I think. But I think for the most part, we'll see our crops bite it. Rolling joints. We'll have some joints to sell the next time we get someone to come visit. And we have a solid amount of silver that we can use to buy some gold or plasteel if we need it. Need warm clothes, yeah. Well, should make some parkas. Yeah, now we're getting alerts that all of our plants are dying because it's so cold, which is fine. We have enough food in our freezer. Let's make 4 parkas. And I'll also use these arrows to kick it up into priority. Still got one more duster to make. That's probably the unfinished duster. Work left. 26. So we'll just have to keep an eye on our folks' health to make sure that they don't. Okay, so the duster's done. Now Pierce is gonna start making parkas, keep our guys warm. If it weren't for the cold snap, we probably wouldn't need the parkas at all, and we technically don't need them. It's just our guys will be able to work outside longer without getting cold. Lon's making blocks. Good. We had to deal with some rays and some animal attacks. Like Ixu, that's always good for the females. We got, I don't know how many females we have. Female, male, female, male. Okay, so 2 females, 2 dudes. All right. So, as I mentioned in one of our last videos, over time, clothing will degrade. And once it gets below 50% quality, or not quality, durability, I guess you could call it, you'll start getting a tattered apparel notice. So, Vaughn, we go to gear. Look, he's got this light leather button-down shirt that is a 49 out of 100. So he needs a new shirt. Let's just check the bills on our clothes. Do we have shirts? We have parka, hat, pants. We could add a shirt. Do button-down shirts, and let's do 4 of those. Pierce is now making winter coats. And by the time he's done making all the coats, the cold snap's going to be over. Alright, now, so our wolf has decided to attack us. It turned wild, stayed inside our base. We need to recruit all of our people. Put them in here. Attack the animal. Oh my gosh. Oh, how the times have turned. Our wolf has turned on us. Tables have turned, rather. Times have turned. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. Now, I bet someone's hurt. Healthy. 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 Injured. Just a bruise. Okay, so this isn't too bad. I was worried. That wolf could easily have killed us. Pain and shock. We're just gonna have to kill the wolf. Alright, wolf is dead. Sorry, Shu. And we can make some wolfskin clothes, though. That's kind of cool. Pretty badass. Alright, did we tame that rat? Animals, 5. Almost. Look for a rat that's a little bit closer to our base. Got a corpse here we can move. Get him out of there. A little bit warm here in the northeast. Seems like it's a little bit warm everywhere nowadays. All right. What next? What next? What next? We need an animal to tame. A rat or worse. Oh, look at that. More steel. That's cool. It seems like I'm always finding steel throughout my entire playthrough that I believe that's steel that had initially crash landed with us, but we just didn't find it. It's for some reason it spreads the steel out across the whole map. It'd be cool to tame one of those rhinos. Some ship chunks we could break down eventually for more steel and components. A bear. Here's a rat. And that guy. We still need to choose research here. Blowback operation. Then we can get gun turrets. Still rolling the doobies. Got a lot of smokeleaf. Gonna be rolling doobies for a little while. Got a solid amount of blocks, though. Start making a wall, a little bit of a wall here. Probably make something like this. Before, you used to be able to wall off your entire base. What you could do is leave one opening, like a longer alleyway, and put a bunch of turrets and traps and stuff in it, and anytime you got attacked, the enemy, they would always go down that path, and it would just be an easy way to defend your base. But they added a change where now they'll have, sometimes the guys will get these guys called sappers. I think that's what the game calls them. But they will actually try to blow a hole in your wall and actually go through the wall. So you have to be a little bit more strategic. You might have to put like a few openings around your base, and maybe if there's a certain number of openings, they'll try to use one. But the guys are a lot smarter. Psych IT, I think that's like a drug. We're going to leave that. We're not going to mess with that. A squirrel, I bet we could tame the squirrel. It says in here what you need. Trainability simple. Look at a cold snap. Let's check in on the health of our guys to make sure no one has hypothermia. Nope. Cold snap is over. Before we got any of our parkas made. Oh no, we got 2 of them. Our guys aren't going to wear them though. The parkas can sell for a lot of money. I'll probably just sell the parkas next opportunity we can. We got tattered apparel though for a shirt. Let's move that up. We're basically out of cloth. We got some. I think it takes like almost 100 cloth to make a parka. This guy's making a parka out of light leather. Ayaka trying to tame that squirrel or not? Okay, her animals is at a 6 now. Let's see what happens when you try to tame Kimmy. With our luck, Kimmy's just going to be gone for some reason off the map. Be a way to search. Be cool if there was a way to search the map for a named animal or person. Oh no! Kimmy's dead. She died. She must have died of the cold. Yeah, frostbite, hypothermia. Damn it.